All right, let's take a look. Chad Reuter from NFL.com did a three-round mock draft. So the Browns have 4 picks in this. He has them going Treylon Burks, big-bodied wide receiver. And Casey, the more I watch Treylon Burks, the more I like Treylon Burks. I would be not upset at all if the Browns went and got him.
No, not at all. Treylon Burks, yes, please. That would be my wide receiver of preference at number 13. I would very much enjoy that. But, I mean, there's other options. It depends on what they're looking for. Garrett Wilson's another guy who could also be sitting there. And so they have some big decisions to make and kind of decide which direction they want to take the wide receiver room. There are several great options and really no wrong answers if you get one of those top 4.
All right, in this draft at 44, they have the Browns selecting an edge rusher from the Penn State Nittany Lions, a multiple-year guy, Arnold Bacchetti, and I'm sure I butchered the last name. Thoughts on it? I'm sure wide receiver and edge are 2 areas that need to be addressed.
Yeah, absolutely. Just period for the Browns defensive line. They only have 4 players under contract going, into this season with Garrett, Curtis Weaver, Tommy Togiai, and Phillips. So they definitely need to overhaul some things. Bacchetti is a really intriguing prospect, but if I was going to go in the second round, I would get Kingsley Nagabare, I believe is how you pronounce it, out of South Carolina. He's very intriguing for me. Or even Myjai Sanders out of Cincinnati. So there's a couple good edge prospects, and I kind of have a feeling that's where they'll go with the second round pick.
Yeah, and I think 1 and 2 are probably going to be edge and wide receiver, and it probably depends who they're looking at 13. I'm sure they've identified guys that they would prefer. All right, in the third round now, they have 2 picks. They have a linebacker, Christian Harris from Alabama, going at 78, and then a defensive tackle with the supplemental pick from Ohio State, Haskell Garrett. So I'm not sure they'd go linebacker that high. Maybe they would. Defensive tackle makes a lot of sense. They need some help on the interior defensive line.
Yeah, that's my initial thought as well. I don't think they'll go linebacker with the first, third round pick, or even the second, to be honest with you. There's tons of defensive tackles, though, that could be there that would help this team immensely. Like Jones out of Connecticut, or Perry and Winfrey. That's another one that's really climbing up draft boards right now. Very intriguing prospect. And then even someone like Ridgeway out of Arkansas as well, as just like Burks. But I wouldn't be mad at Haskell Garrett either. I just don't see them going linebacker that early.